What's up, friends? Daniel Dopp here with the Week 1 Squirrel Report coming at you. Today, we are talking about my favorite starts for this week, as well as taking some of your voicemails, and we're getting into a few deeper fantasy options for Week 1. First start of the week, really going out on a limb here, it's Lamar Jackson. Listen, they're not all going to be superstars like this, but this matchup is just too good. I cannot wait to see what Lamar looks like in this Todd Monken offense. We should really see a lot more verticality. Is that a word? Verticality? The point is, we should see a lot more downfield shots with Lamar than we have ever seen, and he's still got the weapons to make it work. You've got yourself a recipe for an explosive offense. And I know, the Texans grabbed Will Anderson with the third pick of the draft this year, but that defense needs like 6 Will Andersons and 3 Yao Mings in order to slow Lamar down. You know what I'm saying? He should absolutely carve up this defense. Lamar Jackson, my favorite quarterback for Week 1. Last year, the Titans talked Derrick Henry that his hands can do more than just stiff-arm defenders into highlight reels. They can also be used for catching footballs. Honestly, it's not even that hard. You see what I'm saying? That was an untapped part of Derrick Henry's fantasy game, and I think this year we're going to see a little bit of that with Nick Chubb. There's no Kareem Hunt anymore. We haven't seen a ton of Jerome Ford. Imagine what just a little bit of passing game usage could do for the most dominant runner in the game. Give me 20 carries and 5 targets. Please, Cleveland, for once, do the right thing and just throw Nick Chubb the football, okay? Let's take a second, and why don't you name me a Rams defender who's not Aaron Donald? You can do it. I got faith. Come on. Having some trouble? Yeah, so will the Rams with the athletic specimen that is DK Metcalf. I'm telling you, LA allowed the 9th most fantasy points to wide receivers last year, and that team had Jalen Ramsey. Now he's in Miami, and I have absolutely no idea who's going to cover DK Metcalf. Last year, DK had more end zone targets than anyone else in the NFL. He just didn't finish off those opportunities like we expect. That happens sometimes. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Fellas, we've all been there. Here in Week 1, against potentially the worst defense in football, DK has a huge opportunity to start the season off strong by taking advantage of a weak Rams secondary. DK is a smash play this week. You know how I just talked about the Rams defense? You know how I just talked about the Rams defense being really bad? Well, their offense isn't much better, and Cooper Kupp is likely going to miss Week 1. So who's Matthew Stafford going to throw the football to? Van Jefferson? Ben Skoranek? Tutu Atwell? Puku Nakua? Oh my gosh, that list got so thin before we even started. Honestly, if Kupp is out and Stafford is under center, Tyler Higbee is a legit tight end 1 with top 5 upside. I'm telling you, like Mama Dopp says, start him if you got him. You like that arm close right there? Yeah, but Field said he already got his copy of the script in the mail. I don't have my copy of the NFL script yet. Figure it out. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Hey, check out this office. You want to know what it takes to be a fantasy winner? This is it right here. Look at these digs. I'm telling you. And I asked you guys to send me some questions. I said, hey, you got questions? Send them into the Squirrel Report hotline, and guess what? We got a couple of them. Let's take a listen right here.
I know that having a handcuff is a perfect plan
for a Friday night
running back.
Oh.
But if I draft someone early like Mark Andrews,
okay,
am I crazy to try to handcuff him with Isaiah Likely in case he has more injury issues this season?
Boy, I'll tell you what, if I went out and I grabbed Mark Andrews in my fantasy drafts already, I'm probably not going to handcuff him with a guy like Isaiah Likely. There's no reason to. He's already so good at the tight end position. Use that spot on someone else that maybe has more upside. You don't need to do that with tight ends. All right, what's next?
Yo, Dobster, this is Zeke Wooski.
I don't know who you are.
I've been already crushing my fantasy drafts, but a lot of that's due to watching the show, and I like this new thing, so don't let any negative reviews online, and dissuade you or anything like that, man. You're doing great. Check out Easy Uno on Spotify and Trip the Deuce on Spotify. That's my Hey, you keep doing your thing. Kick ass.
All right, sounds like I got a Spotify to check out. Not really sure what that was, but you know what? I like that guy's vibe. I need more of him in my life. Check out the Squirrel Report. We're going to be doing this at least once a week, trying to get one question answered. Maybe we'll do a couple more. I don't know. But all I'm saying is you guys want to be a winner like me, you got to make sure you're asking the right questions.
Daniel, I told you, not in my office. Get out.
Yep. Sorry. Yep. Okay. You know, you never want to be cupless in life, right, guys? I mean, just ask this guy. But if you drafted Cooper Kupp in the first round, you're going to need options here in Week 1. Now I know, I said less than flattering things about Courtland Sutton and Mike Evans during draft season, but week 1 isn't draft season and we are looking for values, folks. We were all pretty sure that Jerry Jeudy was taking over as the guy in Denver this year. Then he injured his hamstring during joint practices this preseason. He's now likely to miss week 1. But that opens the door for Courtland Sutton. He was disappointing in 2022, let's be honest about that. But he is the veteran wide receiver for Russell Wilson to rely on in week 1. The hate went too far for me on Mike Evans. Maybe the talk of Evans' demise with Baker under center is greatly exaggerated because he's still like 6'4", 230 pounds. The Vikings secondary is not something to be feared. I actually have Evans as wide receiver 21 this week, so fire him up and start him. All right, let's talk about J.K. Dobbins and Breece Hall. Both running backs are going to play in week 1, but that certainly doesn't mean that you should be playing them. We don't even know what they're going to look like in a full game's worth of action, and there is nobody on bye this week, meaning you can put a ton of running backs in their place. So in that case, honestly, let's just put these guys at the nut-free allergy table with the rest of the weirdos. You don't need to start them unless you really left yourself short at running back, in which case, shame on you. What do you want me to do? I can't fix your crappy team with decisions like that. You know what? I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that. Past you deserved it. But future you is just doing the best you can with the garbage team you got to work with. Anyways, I'm not starting either one of these guys this week. All right, that's going to do it for the Squirrel Report here in week 1. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Do me a favor. Leave me another voicemail at the Squirrel Report hotline. That number is real. You already saw it. Let me know your questions. Can't wait to see you guys again in week 2. Good luck.